What up, my fans? I'm back from the video reviewing Bleach Thousand Year Blood War episode 16, which is episode 3 of the second part. Oh boy, this is interesting. This is actually a very action-heavy episode. I like how they reference a very popular arc. I actually talk about this arc in my reviews on Bleach. Maybe I should actually rewatch the anime entirely a bit, but all 366 episodes. But I should skip most of the filler. Be more consistent, like in the manga. You know, more of a consistent story through and through. If you get what I mean. Less filler. Because I do not know what arcs are filler. Anyway. This is action heavy, so let's get into it. So, the episode is where we left off, with a Quincy invasion of Serite. Now we get to this new scenes that come with old scenes from the previous episode. Someone's trying to go and be slaughtered along with few survivors, like Ikaku, Yumichika, Shuhei, and like Kira. Oh, Lieutenant Kira. I forgot his first name, but he also made a recurring character in the series with Sanbokto Wabiske. Sad. I assume he's dead now. As confirmed by the game. Yeah, there's gonna be a new Bleach game, by the way. I don't know if it's gonna be a mobile game or a console game, because Bleach hasn't had a console game since the PlayStation 3 era. But it makes sense they had a new Bleach game now with a 1,000 Year Blood War going on. It'd be perfect to have a game that adapt most of the story. Something like the Naruto games. The Ultimate Ninja Storm games. Like, Game 1 of Naruto is supposed to focus on the original anime. Less without the filler content, that is. Which will really hard the series. I do appreciate a bit of filler arcs, giving Naruto more screen time with the other characters. But I do agree, it undercuts most of the ending of the Sasuke recovery mission arc. And Naruto and Sasuke square off temporarily. With technical loss with Naruto. It's just a good arc. So the filler, I get it though, at the time the manga wasn't complete. It came out in 1999. And I think the anime came out in 2003. Depends on the year the anime came out. Most of the early series managed to catch up to the manga. Managed to catch up to the manga somehow. That's why. That's why anime do season formats these days. Damn it. Sorry about that. Once I started to shit again there. Anyway, what was I saying? I got off topic and started talking about Naruto instead. Well, yes, if Bleach ever gets a new console game, I think it should tell a story similar to the Naruto games. Like, cut down the filler and just tell a story. I like the Zanbakuto Rebellion arc as a DLC because that's one of the most popular arcs. Even though it's filler. It's a good arc because it expands more on the source material. If you want to do a filler arc, then have it expand on the source material. Make it enjoyable to watch. That's the trouble with filler arcs. They gotta be good. Like, understand why they have... These days, anime don't have filler. Which makes sense, because they do a season format these days. So, yeah, Black Clover... like Black Clover didn't do that thing, because the season format wasn't that popular at the time. That would make sense. Oh, these days, they adopt the season from... Oh, wait, Dragon Quest Adventure Diet was 9 seasons. Maybe because it's streamed on Crunchyroll? I know, I don't get it. Like the other actual anime seasons. Like Jesus Christ, My Hero Academia, Assassination Classroom, Promised Neverland. A lot of these have seasons for a reason, so they don't catch up to the manga. So they can at least catch up to the manga, a specific part of the story. That way they don't have to do any fill-ups, so it's a oh, pardon me. And again, for Dragon Quest, it was much easier, because the manga's already over. So the creators wanted to beat the Bando Buster. Would you use? I'm getting off topic again. And this is more of an action-heavy episode. So yeah. One of the Sturman is actually injured around Giku. She has a wound on her neck. I'm staying down the whole battle sequence. In the sentence, he cut to Urahara talking to Kosuchi. Mayuri Kosuchi. Yeah, that's it. I've been a while since so I can't exactly remember his name not that much. So again, so yeah. Urahara's found a way to restore the Bankai. And he's back in the cemetery to communicate scene with Kotsuchi. Discuss the Urahara proves how mentions the reason how he was able to discover this. Not all that sciencey stuff, but it basically is something to do with the Rankar simulation and stuff. And Squincy's power up attack. Now you learned that technique from Waco Mundo. Learned a bit about that from up close first hand in the battle in each goes battle in Waco Mundo. It was Demeter. They can't steal the simulations from the Rankar. So they can. That means if they steal. I'm not good at this explanation. You just have to watch the episode for it, okay? I'm not good at these explanations. So yeah, just watch the episode or just watch DB Zeroman's review on it. I'm sorry this was late. Like I already mentioned my Eden Zero review. Anyway, so yeah, Urahara notices that he's got a way to restore everyone's Bankai. I do like how Shinji comments on this when Urahara says, "You might not know me, but stuff." And Shinji comments, "Everyone knows dumbass. Everyone knows who you are." Actually, I like how Shinji gets that line because he has more of a connection with Urahara. After all, they're more like friends in a way. During the past storyline, turn back the pensioner mark. You know, Shinji offered advice to Urahara about Hiyori. Wouldn't it be nice to have more interaction between those characters? You know, get the devices appearing more. Oh well. But still, that was a nice friend that Shinji's the one who commented on that. Since he knows Urahara personally than anyone else. No, we are actually missing we are missing some captains. We're missing Rose. And, hang on. I forgot one of Isa's name. Kensei, that's it. Just came back to me. Like, Kensei and Rose are missing. Why is that? Why are they? They must most likely are in the bow. Just we don't see them right now. Anyway, it's still a black pill. It's type of kind of horrification in a way. Well, not much horrification. It's, again, just watch either DBZ videos or watch the episode yourself without explanations. Okay, I'm not good at that stuff. Anyway. He's a guy, Toshiro actually managed to get most of his Bankai back. And passes injuring the Sturminator who took it. There's a clash. And the Sturminator thinks that, comments that, no. It tells that is if his bug has a mind of his own, which is preposterous. But he's a guy who confirms that it does have a mind on his own. And their own people too. And we get here my voice says, he's the guy who says, it's good to hear your voice again, Shoimaro. Now that's a nice inclusion, which was mentioned to me when I talked. It was actually mentioned to me when I talked about it on Facebook, I think. Nah, when I mentioned this part, when I talked about the Zanbatsu Rebellion arc, Kubo actually added that in because he knew that arc was pretty popular. I want to be had a hand in making the arc. Expand more on his Zanpakuto that way. I'm curious, did he actually have a hand in that arc? That's what's making me thinking. I don't know, that reason that turned out to be so good is because he might have had a hand in that storyline. Maybe. I don't know. See, but I like how they launched up a lot, making it canon. It was actually a great arc, taking place before the Rancor arc. Some of his character abilities that they learned there must be reverted back to before that. And that will make sense in timeline wise. But still, if you already seen the Bleach anime but never watched that, but most of the filler, I should just go checking that arc out. Now it's a couple episodes long. Mostly one of the last batch of episodes of that arc are more episodic, but that's done in a good way. Mainly give us more time with the Zanpakuto, living like people for a change. They'll be able to communicate with the Shoribers. It's good. It's very nice part, and their goodbye makes it more emotional. When I say goodbye, it just makes it a little more emotional when you know them. Since you've gone this time to know them for this story. So I highly recommend you check that arc out. You can watch it on Disney Plus. If the subs are working properly in that part of the story, because I don't know. It's hard to watch on Disney Plus with subbed. At least for the early episodes. I'm not sure what the later episodes. The subs don't, as I said, the subs are not properly timed to the anime much. I mean, it's like if you come on a few seconds before the dialogue or after the dialogue. Anyway. Well, so yeah. Cypher managed to get her Bankai back too. And those Sturminators have been taken down. For nowadays. This guy passes out more of it. Oh, Bamienta's getting pissy. Meanwhile, Shinji basically all gets some Quincy grunts in a way, I call them. And for the first time ever, not just in anime form, by the way, this was never shown in the manga either. This was only told us about in one of the novels. This story is adapted from one of the novels, I think. It's from the DB Zoom, and he talks about it. Shinji activates his Bankai. We've seen his Zanpakuto in action during the battle against Aizen. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool seeing his Bankai for the best time. It's really awesome. So he's lucky his allies are dead. He is angry that they're dead, but still, it's good they're dead for now. It's better because they would have been dragged into this. So it should only be used when Shinji's just surrounded by just enemies. No one else. He uses the senses and makes them turn each other in a way. It's a really cool Bankai. I mean, Shinji's is one of the most powerful Bankai I've ever seen. Unless there's a way to get past it. I say it's one of the most powerful ones. So Shinji was definitely worthy of being a captain from the beginning. He just like here's the thing though. If they were never angry at the Soul Reapers, but they kind of were. But Urahara saved them. If they wanted to, they could have just attacked and, well, unless they found no way to get at Shinji's Bankai, they would have lost for sure. It's really cool. By the way, it's kind of sad that I wonder, by the way, does Hitsugai know Ichigo's son of his former captain, of the previous captain? So everything about Kaya makes sense now. Ichigo and him are relatives, and Ichigo, so suddenly Ichigo look like any member of your family. Anyway, Shinji's Bankai is impressive. Anyway, Konomura shows up and Babianta's there. Konomura is actually in a little more armor, but he's also wearing the same type of mask. It's not straw. It's not made of straw this time though, but it's a similar design to the mask he wore back in the Soul Society arc when he's first introduced. When he battled against Kenpachi. In case you know Kenpachi's Zanpakuto's abilities, someone theorized that it might be it might be Yachiro. Ooh, that'd be a sorry, but I mean, we never seen her Zanpakuto either. We don't know what it can do. So it's pretty interesting to think. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait and see. I'm avoiding anything that talks about stuff after the 1,000-Year Blood War. And as I read the manga, I'm avoiding anything about that. Okay? Anyway, Shinji shows up too. Telling Konohama he'll take this guy up. He'll counter this one. Here should go. And Konohama thanks. Shinji seems to have the other hand against Bambietta. With a Zanpakuto on her senses. But, of course, they had another scheme at their hands, using their power-up abilities. I can't remember what they were called, but, you know, so now they're stronger. Just when the tables are turned too. Damn, those damn Quincy's! We don't know how long Ichigo's training is going to be. Maybe for the final batch of the call. I mean, the final batch of episodes for this call. Around 10 to 13, maybe. I don't know. And the episode ends on that note. It's just as we have to wait till this weekend's episode to find out what's going to happen next. I love shonen anime. Not just one week. Like, watching weekly is pretty cool. Gives you more hype to watch more fairy action. That's why I love shonen anime. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell because it always comes up. I'll see you guys next time for Dark Gathering. Kill Phoenix out.